Hello everyone, welcome back to JIKOOK Moments. Today, we're going to talk about a small detail from Park Jimin's latest Instagram post that suddenly has the entire fandom talking again. At first glance, the photo he shared looks simple: soft lighting, a calm atmosphere, and Jimin's charm that always manages to capture everyone's attention. But as usual, BTS fans never miss even the smallest detail. And this time, the attention is focused on something very small: a white iPhone in Jimin's hand. Many fans believe that it's an iPhone 17. But what makes the situation even more interesting is not just the phone itself, it's the question of who actually owns it. Some fans started asking, is it really Jimin's phone? Or could it actually belong to Jeon Jungkook, and Jimin just happened to be using it? This simple question immediately sparked various new theories within the fandom. From theories about a couple phone, to the return of old discussions about Jungkook's rumored tattoos, and even new speculation about a possible major music collaboration that might be quietly in the works. So, is all of this just a small coincidence? Or could there be another story hidden behind that simple detail? In this video, we'll talk about everything, from the mystery of Jimin's iPhone, the collapse of some old rumors, to a surprising collaboration theory that suddenly appeared on the internet. The latest news once again comes from Park Jimin, someone who always manages to capture fans' attention whenever he appears on social media. Not long ago, he uploaded several new photos on Instagram. At first glance, the post looks very simple, just photos of himself in a calm setting, with soft lighting and his signature warm expression. But as often happens whenever a BTS member posts something, even the smallest detail quickly becomes a subject of fan analysis. And this time, the public's attention turned to something that seems very trivial: a phone. In one of the photos, Jimin can be seen holding a white or silver iPhone, which many fans believe is the iPhone 17. For some people, this might just be an ordinary phone. But for the BTS fandom, even a small object like this can spark dozens of new theories. In fact, this isn't the first time Jimin's phone has become a topic of discussion. Some time ago, he was also seen using an iPhone with a very similar color, although from a different series. On other occasions, Jimin has even been spotted using devices from the Samsung Galaxy lineup. Because of that, an old question resurfaced: what phone does Jimin actually use? Amid this discussion, an interesting theory appeared. Some fans believe that the phone previously seen, one that looked like an iPhone 16, was actually not Jimin's. They suspect that it might belong to Jeon Jungkook, and that Jimin simply borrowed it to take photos. Now, with the appearance of what fans believe is an iPhone 17 in his latest photo, the same question has surfaced again, this time with even greater curiosity. Is the phone really Jimin's? Or could it actually belong to Jungkook and just happen to be in Jimin's hand during the photo? For now, of course, there is no definite answer. As usual, fans can only wait for the next post or another moment that might accidentally reveal more details. But in the world of fandom, waiting rarely means staying quiet. In fact, it's during moments of uncertainty that new theories begin to appear. Some people have even started speculating, what if the iPhone really belongs to Jimin? If that's the case, then one old narrative will almost certainly return: the narrative of a couple match. In idol fandom culture, this concept is already very familiar. When two people appear to own the same items, whether it's rings, clothes, or even phones, some fans immediately interpret it as a sign of a special relationship. If Jimin truly uses a white or silver iPhone 17, while Jeon Jungkook owns a different colored version, perhaps dark blue, then the couple phone theory will almost certainly become a hot topic again. For some people, this might sound exaggerated, but longtime fans still remember a similar incident that happened before. Some time ago, Jeon Jungkook briefly showed his phone clearly. Not long after that, Kim Taehyung was also seen using the same phone model, just in a different color. That tiny detail immediately sparked a wave of speculation. On social media, claims appeared suggesting that it was some kind of indirect love declaration, a symbol of closeness through shared items. Of course, there was never any official confirmation. But as often happens on the internet, an interesting theory tends to spread much faster than facts. And now, with the appearance of a new iPhone in Jimin's hand, Some people feel that a similar pattern may happen again, only this time the narrative is directed toward Jimin and Jungkook. Meanwhile, another rumor that had been widely discussed over the past few months seems to be losing its momentum. The rumor was related to claims that Jeon Jungkook was dating a member of aespa. For months, various theories, long social media threads, and heavily analyzed images circulated online trying to prove the relationship. However, over time, many of those so-called pieces of evidence began to be questioned. Recently, the discussion resurfaced after Kim Taehyung uploaded an Instagram story showing the BTS members together. It was actually just a normal moment of togetherness, something the members often share. But within the BTS fandom, even a simple story can become the subject of deep observation. In the story, Jeon Jungkook was wearing a short-sleeved shirt, making his arm clearly visible. And that's where attention returned to one of the main elements of the rumor that had been circulating, a supposed couple tattoo. For some time, some people claimed that Jungkook had a tattoo connecting him to that idol. Photos were compared, zoomed in, and analyzed in detail to prove that the tattoo existed. But when looking at the latest image from Taehyung's story, the area that had been claimed as the tattoo's location appeared completely clean. There was no sign of a new tattoo. The only tattoos visible were the ones Jungkook has already been known for many years. This discovery quickly triggered another debate among fans. If the tattoo really existed, at least some trace should be visible, especially when his arm is shown so clearly. But what people saw suggested the opposite. And this wasn't the only time Jungkook's arm appeared uncovered. In their travel series Are You Sure?, several scenes also show his arm quite clearly. In those moments, the rumored tattoo did not appear at all. Because of that, more and more people began to believe that the rumor was probably just an overinterpretation that spread across the internet. However, fandom discussions are never completely free from speculation. Even when one rumor fades, another often takes its place. In the past few hours, a new topic has started circulating on social media. A possible collaboration between BTS and the Australian alternative band Chase Atlantic. The rumor began with a Twitter post by Christian Anthony, one of the band's members. In the post, he mentioned something that immediately caught fans' attention. One of the words that stood out the most was swim. For some people, the word might mean nothing. But fans of Chase Atlantic quickly realized that Swim is one of their popular tracks. From there, theories started spreading. Some fans believed the song could receive a new version, perhaps a remix, a collaboration version, or even a completely new project involving BTS. The speculation grew even further when some people claimed they had seen a strange poster in a social media story that was supposedly related to both groups. According to them, the poster didn't look like ordinary promotional material and contained elements that seemed like hints about something that might be announced in the future. What made the rumor even more intriguing was the claim that the story disappeared shortly afterward. Some people said they saw it. Others claimed they had screenshots. But many also doubted it because no clear proof ever surfaced. Situations like this almost always trigger a rapid reaction from the fandom. Within just a few hours, theories began filling Twitter, TikTok, and online forums. Fans analyzed every detail, from Chris's tweet, the title, Swim, to the possible similarities between the musical styles of BTS and Chase Atlantic. But for now, all of it remains pure speculation. Neither BTS nor Chase Atlantic has given any official confirmation about a collaboration. Still, the idea of a collaboration between the two groups is certainly intriguing. For years, BTS has been known as a group that is not afraid to explore different musical genres. Meanwhile, Chase Atlantic has a distinctive sound that blends alternative pop, R&B, and electronic elements, a combination that many fans believe could create something truly unique if merged with BTS's style. For now, fans can only do what they have always done: wait. Wait for the next post. Wait for the next small detail. Wait for a clue that might appear unintentionally. Because in the world of BTS, it is often the smallest details, a phone in Jimin's hand, a short story from Taehyung, or a single word in a musician's tweet, that eventually trigger the biggest discussions in the entire fandom. Now we want to hear your thoughts. Do you think the iPhone seen in Park Jimin's hand really belongs to him? Or could it actually belong to Jeon Jungkook? And do you think the rumors circulating online are just fandom speculation? Or could there be small clues we haven't noticed yet? Write your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoy detailed analysis like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss more interesting moments from JIKOOK Moments. Because in the world of BTS, sometimes the smallest detail hides the biggest story.